This is about my 5th time making this video, and that's because these types of problems are difficult. You really have to think through it. We're not going to use substitution for this head scratcher, and here's why. We're asked when something or is something always true. In the first head scratcher problem, we were given a value, the absolute value of a minus b, and we were asked, what is that equal to? Well, we were kind of given a matching problem. We saw that our value was 3, and we had to figure, okay, what answer choice always gave us 3? Here, we're not given that at all. We need to know what's always true, so we're going to use some logic. We see that x is greater than 1 and y is less than negative 1. That is a fancy way of saying, okay, x is a positive number and y is not. Y is negative. But neither are 0, and neither is a fraction between negative 1 and 1. Like it's not a half or 3/4 or negative 1/3. So x could be values like 2, 3.5, 17, and y could be values like negative 1.5, negative 3, and so on. So let's look at choice A. This is asking us if we divide x by y, is it greater than 1? Well, we're taking a positive divided by a negative. No, it's never greater than 1. It's always negative. A is out. Choice B is a little trickier. This could sometimes be true. Let's look at an instance when it could be true. Let's say we let x be 2 and we let y be negative 1. Okay. Then if we took the absolute value of 2 and squared it, we get 4, and then the absolute value of our y, oh, that could be true. Choice B could be true. But what if we made it not true? What if we let x be 1 and y be negative 1,000? Well, then if we take the absolute value of 1 and square it, we get 1, but 1's not greater than the absolute value of negative 1,000. Not at all. So that's only sometimes true, depending on x and y. That's why substitution doesn't work here. B's out. It's not always true. Let's look at C. And this looks pretty complex, but realize, look what they've done to both sides of the equation. There's a minus 5 and a divided by 3. Take that away and take away the divided by 3. This problem breaks down to x is greater than y. Is that true? Well, yeah. X is always positive and y is always negative. C always has to be true. Never mind that they divide each side by 3 and subtract by 5. You're doing the same thing to both sides. It's not changing anything. But just to be sure, let's look at D and E. So we're squaring x and adding 1, and we're squaring y and adding 1. Again, take away the plus 1 from both sides. It's not changing anything. Depending on what x and y are, this could sometimes be true. It sometimes could be false. And then answer choice E, remember what a negative exponent means. It means 1 over x to the positive 2, and this would mean 1 over y to the positive 2. This is really asking us the same problem, is x squared greater than y squared? Sometimes, and sometimes not. So C is the only answer choice that makes sense. Now these are difficult problems, but if you kind of learn to think through them and see beyond the tricks, then you can definitely be successful here.